Well, happy Tuesday, my fellow Y members. Doug Walker behind the camera, in front of the camera, Jacqueline White. And since it is Tuesday, by the way, she's our health and wellness director. Since it is Tuesday, we're demonstrating another piece of equipment here on the main floor of the Y. So, Jacqueline, what do we have here today, and what does it stand for? Because the name is kind of interesting.
Yeah, so this is not one of our new pieces that we have. This is kind of an oldie but a goodie. This gets used, probably it's one of the most used pieces of equipment on our floor. So this is by Stairmaster, and this is called the HIT UBE. So UBE stands for Upper Body Ergometer. Basically, it's an upper body cycle. So a lot of really cool things you can do with this. First and foremost, you'll notice this large platform. So with this large platform, anyone that happens to be in a wheelchair can roll right in here. Now, at any time, you can pull that off, kind of put it off to the side, and then you can wheel right in. I'll show you how to adjust all of this. Okay, anybody can use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna use that seat. And you really just wanna get it adjusted to fit your height. So that's the biggest thing. There's an adjustment right under here, so bright yellow. Okay, so big adjustment right down here. So you're gonna pull toward you, and then this whole piece rises up or down. So you wanna be able to have it about shoulder height, and then you can adjust these as well, depending on what you wanna do. But you wanna grab these handles, and as soon as you grab the handles and start moving, the display comes up. Now this display moves to adjust to your height as well. So you can make any changes on here. Whoops. So just by pressing up, you can kind of change what that resistance feels like. I love this machine because you get a nice breeze from that fan. So the faster you go, that fan goes a little faster, and it cools you off a little bit too, which is nice. So you can be here. I'm in a seated position. If you want to work a little bit more of the core, you can raise this up. Okay, and again, if you want, you can take the seat out if that's more comfortable, but this will engage a little bit more of the core, and you can do the same motion standing. So that just works more of that whole core, so the front and back part of the core.
Now, obviously, you're working your shoulders. For someone who has shoulder issues, is this actually a good machine to try to strengthen those shoulders and that movement in the rotator cuff?
It's good if you're ready for it. So as long as you've got that clearance to go ahead and do those kinds of movements, and maybe what you do is you get in here, and if you just want to work on maybe that bad shoulder, you can just get in and work on that one, and just kind of take your time and put it at the right level that you need, and then you can work on the other one at a different level if you need it. But absolutely, if you've got some shoulder issues, if you need to work on that range of motion, it's really good to get that shoulder moving, get that fluid moving in that shoulder.
So now when we demonstrate the other pieces of equipment, we're always talking about reps and how many you should do and resistance, but this is not really a rep. So
Right.
What would be the typical good length of a workout on this HIT tube?
So this is a cardio piece of equipment. So this will get your heart rate going. So this is a cardio piece. I always like to do cardio after strength because you never want to do it before, because then you're tired and then you go to do weights and you're not going to be strong enough to do your weights. So you always want to try to do your cardio after any strength training, or you can even do this as a warm-up if you wanted, just to do about 4 or 5 minutes on it. It really depends. So if you're doing it as a piece of cardio, you can be on here anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes. I don't see many people on it for really more than 15 minutes because it is going to get that heart rate up quite a bit.
And how popular is this piece of equipment? You mentioned that briefly at the beginning, but it seems like every time I'm in here, there's somebody on this machine.
Yep, I'm surprised we were able to get on it today because someone is always on it. A lot of our trainers use this with their clients as well. So then when they come in on their own, they're on it. So it's a very, very popular piece of equipment, and we love having it here. So.
All right, Jacqueline White, our Health and Wellness Director, thank you very much for explaining this. The HIT tube, basically, a Stairmaster cycle for your upper body. So it's kind of different in that regard. But we appreciate you joining us today. And obviously, we will be back next Tuesday with another piece of equipment that's come into the Y over the past few months, show you how to use it and how it can help you improve your fitness level. Jacqueline White, thanks for joining us. And thank you all for watching.